Six Talks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Six Talks. It is finally the second round. And Yusuf, what are your overall thoughts on the first round?
I'm excited. No, how are you? We're going right into it today?
We have a long
We do
long
have a lot to
okay,
talk
fine.
about.
How have you been, Yusuf? It's
I've been
summer
good.
break.
I've been good. I've been enjoying a lot of great series in the first round. Some of them have been disappointing, but a lot of them have delivered. I don't like the injuries we got
agree.
though. I don't like all the
Yeah.
injuries that happened.
I'm definitely disappointed with some series, but it's been a
Yeah.
blast otherwise.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna have to.
My own season has started, if you know.
Yeah.
What I mean.
This guy, bro. I'm excited. I'm happy for you though. Apparently you got traded. So tell me what happened.
So, I actually asked you if you wanted to hear about it yesterday, but you weren't in the mood apparently.
Yeah, I
but,
didn't want to hear it.
It's fine. Yeah, now you're running back asking for it, so I'll tell you. We lost the first game by a point. I
Yeah.
had 14 boards.
Yeah.
I had like 9 points or something.
Yeah.
But we lost in like the last 30 seconds. We were up like 12 the whole game. I block a 3 and they call a foul. Bro, I was looking at the replay. Bro, that was all ball.
Is there any video clips of this? I wanna. What's it called? I wanna be the judge of this because I'm unbiased.
I will show you, bro. If anything, it should have been an offensive foul.
Offensive
stuck
foul
his
on a
foot
3.
Yes, he stuck his foot out.
Okay. All right, bro.
Okay, I'll show you after. Trust.
I don't think
then-
at this level anyone's smart enough to stick their foot out on a 3. So
No, bro, I'm telling you, like I kid you not. I'll show you. Trust.
All right.
And then we got the ball, tie game. My teammate throws like an errant. Like, you remember that pass that Danny Green threw in Game 6?
Yeah.
It was a pass like that. It was a really dangerous pass. They got the steal. They were in the bonus. They get fouled, and that was game. Well, we had 5 seconds left. We missed the 3. I got the rebound. And I low-key got, like, pushed, but we lost.
Okay, well, you were down 3
And then-
anyways.
No, we were down by 1. We were down by 1.
Oh, did you miss the putback?
I didn't even get a chance off because I got the rebound, and I think I got pushed. And then
Excuses. Blaming the
I had a second
refs.
left.
Like a typical Warriors fan. This is
No, I'm not blaming the refs.
It's
I
always the
should've-
refs with you guys, eh?
I should have stayed. I should have stayed my ground harder.
Yeah, exactly.
But now I'm on the team I lost to, so
Well, you got traded to that team?
yeah, my captain traded me away. He's like,
That's crazy.
because I was supposed to get traded at the start of the season, and he's like, yo, like, do you still want to run this trade to the other captain? He's like, let's do it. So I hit him right before he traded me, asking for him to trade for someone else, but it's okay. It's okay.
You live and
I'll
you
see you
learn.
in the playoffs.
Speaking of the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Incredible. So you're going to have to lead today's episode because I don't know if the viewers can tell. I'm hands-free. My laptop is like 5 million meters away from me right now. So I'm literally just sitting here listening to Nanji. He's leading this. And yeah, let's go. Round 1 review. Can I just say the only series I got wrong in my prediction was my NBA champion. The team I said would go all the way, lost in the first round, and every other series I got correct. So yeah, that's...
If you want to start with that one, let's start with that one.
I want to start with that one.
What were your
Mavs, Clippers. I think, what's it called? It was really, really funny. The Clippers looked so good in game 1. And then Kawhi
They
came
did.
back. They
They
looked
really did,
terrible.
yeah.
Kawhi got injured again. We knew he wasn't coming back for the series. They looked good again.
Game one was when Paul George told James Harden, "You take over. I'll play defense." Do you remember that when James Harden took over?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was
But
game 1. It was
I'll
game
tell you this, bro. Like the issue with the Clippers was the consistency, and that's what a player like Kawhi Leonard is supposed to bring. He sucked when he played, and I mean, if you're losing with him,
He looked dreadful.
You can't ask Paul George and James Harden to beat the Mavs by themselves. You needed Kawhi at his peak.
Especially the way Kyrie was, bro. Second half Kyrie is like he's gotta go up there with like post deadline D'Angelo Russell.
Bro, that duo is just like a scoring machine,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
It's
And it's
and
like-
Luka didn't even have the best series, by the way. He
really
bro.
didn't.
He shot inefficient all series long. He put up points, but He was like, I don't know what he shot from the field. He was not efficient at all, except like Game 5 when they won by like 30. But yeah, man, it was a good series while it lasted. One of the longer series actually. A lot of the series ended quickly, which was a little disappointing. But yeah, where do the Clippers go from here?
5. I mean, it's tough to say because it's like they weren't healthy, but it's every time. It's like, oh, when they're healthy, you know they're good. But at some point, you kind of have to draw that line and be like, okay, it's, you know?
Yeah.
So you traded for James Harden. You have a new arena coming up. You don't have any draft capital. So you can't blow it up.
Maybe the new arena's good luck. Good luck, you know? I mean, we don't know. Maybe they go in there, go 82-0, man. Who knows?
maybe it's time to... Paul George may walk. He's a free agent.
He's not walking. He's in LA for that.
There's teams that are interested.
I don't believe in any of those rumors. I think he's...
I'm not saying he's gonna walk, but I'm saying he has the opportunity to walk, you know? So definitely some scary stuff. But who's the owner? Steve Ballmer?
Yes.
Right? He's one of the richest GMs, so they can afford going into the luxury tax.
Fair.
You know? So it's going to be
they're gonna give him what he wants. They're not, especially with their new arena building, they're not letting one of their stars walk away for nothing before their new arena. They're going into the season with the same team. At this point, all you can do is just hope that like your excuse is valid and that it's because Kawhi was out. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
But I mean, you've blown a 3-1 with this core.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess the core is different.
You gotta bolster your bench a little bit as well, man. Like
but it's tough when you have
Dallas
three
didn't
max
have
players.
Yeah, but Dallas didn't Dallas didn't have the best bench either, and that's when they won a lot of the minutes. So it was weird. It was weird.
They just honestly, Dallas have a really good team all around.
Dallas do have a good team.
Like,
Josh Green is finally starting. Josh Green gave them good minutes for the first time in like God knows how long. So
I can't even remember the last time. Let's transition into the next series. How do you want to do this, Yusuf? Do you want to do this? We recap the whole first round and then do the second round.
No. Let's do the entire first round first. We'll start in the West. Let's start in the West. Give me the next series. Okay.
The second team I want to talk about the other LA team.
Yes.
I mean, with this one, I did.
Lakers Nuggets, I assume, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did have the Lakers winning, but I even remember I told you on the episode that if the Lakers lose, it's not going to be like, oh my god, the Lakers lost. You know, like I was expecting.
Wait, hold on. Both of our champions got eliminated round 1.
Yeah.
Nice. We suck, bro. LA, I hate LA, bro. The freaking city sucks. They suck at all sports.
But yeah, like I'm not surprised the Denver Nuggets won, but it was a full on. It was terrible by the Lakers. Every single game you're winning.
No, I don't think it was. I think that the end game execution was terrible. But
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like that series could have easily been 2-2.
Fam, they had such good effort. They just played the clutchest man in the NBA, Jamal Murray, bro. Like
but even like that, there's like times in when Jamal Murray hit the game winner that they just fully went cold, you know?
Yeah.
And you can't have that against a defensive champion. You know,
defending champion.
So,
defensive champion. That's another team we're gonna talk about later in the Western Conference. But I'll tell you this: with the Lakers, I was actually like really, really like, I was actually kind of impressed. They did. I think they played like as well as they could. They were never beating the Denver Nuggets though.
Yeah, but honestly,
they were not beating the Denver Nuggets.
If they had good execution,
they still would have lost, bro. The Denver Nuggets are too good. This is what I'm saying. Your prediction stunk. At least the Clippers had a chance, man.
No, they didn't.
Lakers had zero. Kawhi was out.
No, still, I don't care.
What do you mean still?
You should know that.
You guys were fully healthy, and they played their best, and they still lost. Like.
They did not play their best.
Okay. They were not. They could have played so much worse. They played near their best. They would have had to play a perfect game, which is not possible in basketball, to like at least win this series. They weren't winning this series. There was no chance.
Yeah.
But
no, I know.
I feel for that transitions. I feel for Darvin Ham, who's been fired, because I don't think it was his fault, bro. He played the best team in the NBA 2 years in a row in the playoffs. It's not his fault, you know. I don't blame the guy.
We spoke about this on another episode. I don't know which one, but it's always the first man out is always the coach, you know.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
It's because of your freaking GOAT, bro. Getting all these poor men fired when it's not even their fault. Frank Vogel, I hated. I'm happy he got fired. But, bro, what did Darvin Ham do, man?
Apparently he was just garbage.
Yeah, that's what, bro. But like, the results speak. I'm a results man, okay. You give him that roster, he's not gonna beat the Denver Nuggets, man.
Yeah.
There's no coach in
Honestly,
the NBA that could do that.
A lot of it is on Rob Pelinka.
It's like these firing of the coaches is a scapegoat to tell the players, oh, you guys are fine. It's not your fault. Trust me, we're gonna run.
No,
it's an excuse to run it back with this roster because they're not ready to accept that like it's done, man. This roster's not winning a championship.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, I can't lie, and I know you're gonna hate this. It was nice to see LeBron take over some moments, despite his age.
Bro, who cares? I mean, he missed an open three. People were glazing that game. He missed an open three that led to the game winner, by the way. I am
an enjoyer of basketball.
Okay, we're back. Nanji messed up. Anyways, as I was saying, this guy was talking about enjoying basketball. He's glazing LeBron. He hasn't even mentioned the fact that a Canadian, by the way, he is from Toronto, and he has not mentioned once that a Canadian had hit 2 game winners. You didn't mention it once. So don't be saying anything about this enjoying basketball. You're a LeBron.
No, I do.
You are a LeBron meat rider, and that is the end of it. At least embrace it.
Let me give my flowers to Jamal Murray, Mr. Clutch. You know, he honestly played a crazy game.
Forget the flowers. You gotta give him the whole garden, bro. This guy turns up into a different level in the playoffs. It's genuinely crazy. Some Jimmy Butler level, like, I don't know, bro. He's a different beast. He's a different beast.
He is. And bro, a lot of people are talking about that game winner, but he hit that 3 before the game winner.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was like
it was
a bigger
crazy.
shot.
Also, by the way, another player I want to shout out, MPJ has been so good. Like, we know Jokic is gonna do his thing. Jamal Murray, we know is this playoff team. MPJ has been stepping up, man. He's especially ever since last year, bro. He went from the most the worst contract, one of the worst contracts in the NBA that people were saying, to one of the most underrated players in the NBA. I'd love to have MPJ on my team.
He's so good, bro. He's just like a lights out shooter.
Genuinely, bro. You know, like, you need those guys, man.
He's great. He's a great role player.
Legit. But and that's the thing. He could be more than he's what Tobias Harris hopes he is. And we'll talk about Tobias Harris later. Yeah, but he's like he is what Tobias Harris wishes he was. And that's just like a knockdown 3-point shooter that can defend as well. He's defending out there. He was hustling. Yeah. And he can take over a game, bro. He can genuinely take over a game. Yeah. But the family drama, man, like, that's what 3 brothers have dealt with. One's been suspended from the league. One's dealt with the police, DUI, and one, I think, was also a DUI. I don't remember. Or something like that.
Yeah. I think 2 of them.
2 of them got arrested.
But crazy. Crazy. Do you have any final words on the Nuggets?
No, they're an insane team. That's my final words.
I wanna talk about the matchup they're gonna be versing is Minnesota Timberwolves. I want to start and say I underestimated the Minnesota.
We're saying Wolves versus Suns, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, bro, my brother, they are genuinely. I mean, you can go ahead, but like, you know how I feel about them.
No, I want before I say something about the Suns, I want to give my flowers to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards honestly might be Michael Jordan's side, but in all honesty, he was on crack.
Yeah,
he was insane. You know, especially going against KD and like being your idol. You know, the lights were not too bright for him.
These are moments where you sort of step into that genuine like face of the league type
Superstar.
thing, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
what's it called? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's not having. We'll talk about the Thunder later, but he's not having a bad series by means. But he's not stepping up to the level of Anthony Edwards. You know what I mean? Ant is like genuinely like on some next level. Take over the game. You will not stop me, no matter what type thing. And it's not just him, bro. Jaden McDaniels has turned into a viable offensive option.
It was crazy. Anthony Edwards said had Jaden
he was
McDaniels.
right.
Bro comes
And
out.
he was
and, like,
right.
he was sick,
bro.
You know. And another thing, just on Anthony Edwards. I don't have his first round stats, but this postseason he's averaging 33 points. 2 steals, 1 block, 5.5 assists, 8 rebounds.
The 2
on 50.
He's been clamping up as well,
on 50,
bro.
40, 85.
He's been clamping up.
He's been playing great. And
bro, can I just say
another thing I want to do is I want to give him one more Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive side of the ball.
Bro,
great.
I was just gonna talk
Rudy
about
Gobert,
that.
I was worried that this series was not going to be his series because it's going to be a similar situation what happens against the Clippers when he was on Utah.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to go
But I
strong,
mean, he's
he
going up
played
against
phenomenal.
Yusuf Nurkic, who is genuinely not very good at all. But
I honestly,
I know you hate
I just wanna say one
Nurkic.
thing. I hope he gets the help he needs. 15%
Bro,
percentage.
but
I
I
hope
mean,
gets
he
the
was
help he
petty
needs.
because Draymond was petty. At the end of the day, bro, Draymond's in the wrong, man. He punched him for no reason. He's just getting his rebuttal in.
No, but he's saying after the second game.
Yeah,
I think.
no, he said, bro, he's just laughing at Draymond, the man who punched him for no reason, getting eliminated. And everyone's acting like he's the bad guy.
He is.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk about Cat and how well he's embraced his role. Like, genuinely, like,
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing last year. He doesn't necessarily have to take a back seat, but he has to understand that A, he's not the guy anymore. This is Ant's team. And B, he can coexist with Rudy Gobert. And they figured it out.
For real.
And it took
it
took 1 year, but like it's really like it's been worth the wait. And then Mike Conley, vet presence. You got Naz Reid off the bench. They got a very, very, very strong roster. Kyle Anderson still. I still don't know how this guy's an NBA player, but he makes it work, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's sick.
Yeah,
it's dope.
I'd like to see them add like one more another like just pure shooting option or something. And I don't know why I'm talking about offseason. They're not even eliminated yet, but what's it called? I feel like they're just missing one like one more shooter, just a pure 3-point shooter.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this Nuggets series. They're already up 1-0.
And we'll talk about that in the second round previews.
Yeah, we will.
But
exactly.
the Phoenix Suns,
bro, this is the biggest.
But the question
I
have for you is, what the hell do they do? They have no. I don't know the answer to that.
If you ask 29 other GMs, 26 of them will trade their roster.
But what's it called? They can't though.
They can't. No, but did you hear the quote from Matt?
No, I get it. But they're not going to trade their roster. So to upgrade this roster, what the hell do you do, bro?
You
can't do anything. You've locked in this roster. And
he apparently said that the starting lineup is going to remain the same. So it's what changes.
It's just they're praying that they hit on a couple more minimums. That's what they're doing?
Basically, yeah. And
they're praying like, I don't know who's getting a minimum next year. Freaking I don't even know what a free agent is, bro. Like some bum free agent. Hoping JaVale McGee starts like producing as a backup center for them. Like, is that what they're hoping for?
It's crazy.
They're in like such a bad. If I was them, I genuinely would trade like every single. Like I would trade KD, Booker, Beal, and start a new young movement because this core's not working. Yeah. While you can, bro, while they still have value. Because when teams,
I don't know if
no, but they won't lose value because of their playing. But when teams realize that the Suns are desperate to end this, they're gonna start getting fleeced. Right now, they can still trade KD to a team that like wants to contend. Booker obviously is all. No matter what, Booker's gonna get a haul. And Beal, maybe some team's gonna be desperate for Beal. You know what I mean? If you ride this out,
no team is trading for Beal. There's no.
I don't. That contract's so tough to get, but I do think there are a lot of desperate teams out there.
You have to remember he has a no trade clause, so he gets to choose where he wants to go.
I know, and bro, no trade clauses are like. I think you would have to trade Booker and KD before you trade Beal. So, because at that point you'd just be like, yo, why the hell would I stay here? Just I'll agree to any trade you guys say.
Yeah. I don't. They probably won't blow it up. I don't know if blowing it up is right after one season. Yeah. But it sucks because you can't do anything, you know?
Yeah.
So I think
they're in purgatory, bro. They're in purgatory. They're stuck.
They're screwed. Yeah. And Yusuf Nurkic too.
He sucks.
He's so garbage. And like it's kind of the centers that can't really space the floor. Yeah. You know,
unless you're like a defensive monster like Rudy Gobert.
Exactly.
That justifies having him out there. Yusuf Nurkic is a negative on the defensive end. You know what I mean?
He is. And on the offensive side. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I hope he gets the help he needs.
And with that, last series in the West, the OKC Thunder.
Pelicans.
There ain't honestly, much to say about this.
I didn't get much watch time on this series. But from what I saw, OKC was
what I will tell you, for OKC, MVP of this series was Lou Dort. Genuinely, like he clamped up
Brandon Ingram tortured
bro, like
him.
Genuinely, like it was unbelievable. He's an insane defense, and that excites me. We'll talk about the matchup in our second round like preview. But Lou Dort on Luka Doncic is genuinely like a crazy matchup. That's gonna be sick. That's gonna be wild. There's that. The New Orleans Pelicans desperately. I know they didn't have Zion. This wasn't a healthy Pelicans team, but they desperately need a point guard, like a true point guard. Yeah. CJ McCollum experiment is done. He is genuinely. But he is not good, bro. One thing
I want to say.
No, just to finish off. I've been against CJ McCollum on the Pelicans for so long because I don't like him playing point guard. I think he needs to take such smaller role to be impactful to a team. He can't be the second option. And he can't be taking shots like a second option. I know when Zion comes back, he drops lower in the rankings. But, like, just get him off the team for a true point guard. I think that if the San Antonio Spurs are stupid and they don't go after him, they need to go after Trae Young. They have all their draft picks. They have a couple from the Lakers. Yeah. CJ McCollum's a big... Yeah, DeJounte too. But I think Atlanta wouldn't trade both. I don't know why. I think they want to stick with one.
I don't know if they would trade... I don't know if they trade Trae or DeJounte.
I think they're going to trade Trae. That's my prediction.
We'll see.
And I think that would be a good get for the Pelicans. But ultimately, the Spurs have a 10 times better offer. So if they want him, they're going to get him.
One thing I want to say is about the Pelicans, and we always say this, Zion isn't there. You can't just blame health all the time, Yeah. And Brandon Ingram and Zion have not played a single minute in the post.
And Ingram was good against the Suns, so I don't think you blame him. I think he was just clamped up by a really good defender. And I think if you have Zion, that takes away some of the attention to Brandon Ingram, so it does help. Yeah. But it's just when the hell are we gonna see Zion healthy, man?
Also, they're net negative when they're on the floor together.
Yeah,
when the both of them are on the floor.
But I don't look too deep into that. I think ultimately you what's it called? Yeah, I hate advanced stats, right?
Yeah, I know.
Ultimately, it's just you put your best players out on the floor and it'll work out. I think in the postseason.
And another thing is, I kind of want to see them move on from Brandon Ingram as well, because Trey Murphy and Herbert Jones, I feel like
they're the wings of the future, bro. They're the wings of the future.
They are the wings of the future. So do you go get a real point guard and play them alongside them, or do you run the point?
You could potentially I think another thing they need to do. They still have a long way to go before they become contender. As much as it pains me to say, they do need to move away from JV, because he's good offense. He's a cone on defense. He can't defend. Chet was making him like he could not guard Chet, and like
And that's the thing.
Offensively, he was just bodying Chet. You know what I mean? That's all he could do.
Exactly. And that's the thing with OKC is that they have the spacing being undersized.
Bro, a shooting big man is so valuable in today's NBA. It's wild.
Bro, Miles Turner actually like
we'll talk about him later.
Gold,
but
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OKC move on.
But I want to see what they want to do. I have a question for you with the Pelicans. I saw Bleacher Report come out with this article. Darius Garland for Brandon Ingram. Who says no?
I guess ultimately it depends on Cleveland how they end this season. Because you do that, right? Yeah. And then Cleveland have a freaking... they have a point guard problem. They're starting who? They don't have a point guard at that point.
Yeah, Mitchell would have.
Yeah, Mitchell, and I don't think Donovan Mitchell is a natural point guard at all. So the Cleveland have you need to trade him to someone like if you end up trading. That's why I said a CJ for a true point guard, because CJ McCollum can go to a rebuilding team like in a Malcolm Brogdon role. You know what I mean? Either they trade him or flip him for some more draft capital, or he mentors a young team. You know what I mean? So. I think that's a more realistic thing. I think they stick with Brandon Ingram, to be honest with you. Unless the team wants him, then maybe they would explore trades.
The Golden State Warriors.
My God, they're not doing nothing. You know they're not doing anything. They're done for, bro.
I have other guys on my watch.
I know you do.
Who do I have?
You have LeBron James on your watch list.
Okay, that's one.
You just have I want friggin' Victor Wembanyama to be a Raptor. It's not happening, is it?
I have Mr. Jimmy Butler.
It's not happening, bro.
And talking about Mr. Jimmy Butler, he just lost in their series.
Great seg. You're getting good at these, you know.
You know, I practice. You know. I watch that's my film.
This is me with you said that for OKC Pelicans. Yeah, it's me with Miami Boston. I think I watched a total of 5 minutes in this series. They were all majority blowouts, and it was very dead, and we knew what the result would be.
The thing about this is that we all knew what was gonna happen. There was no Terry Rozier, no Jimmy Butler.
Zero chance.
It's tough to say that, but it's what happens next with the Heat, you know? Because, yes, you went to the play-in, you went to the finals, but that's not sustainable, you know? So, if you want to build a championship team, you have to add another piece. I don't know what assets you guys have, but I think Udonis Haslem, I don't know who said, someone said this. He did, right? That you should play Bam at the 4 and get an actual 5.
Oh, really?
Which
I thought you were talking about.
Yeah,
He said moving Hero to the bench and that he's not a starter. Pat Riley, by the way, today had a bunch of very if you're a Heat fan, very scary quotes. Very unsafe.
Yeah, he did.
Said Jimmy Butler needs to shut his mouth. Jimmy, right? Says UD. UD. He's a part of the team and he needs to watch what he says. When talking about Tyler Hero.
UD?
So, Udonis Haslem said Tyler Hero should be coming out the bench and he's not a starter. Pat Riley, in response to that, was like, I think Tyler Hero is a starter. And UD's with the team now, so he's got to watch what comes out of his mouth now. And he's on a rampage. And he was having all these quotes about, I don't know if there's a star. We have a couple that we might, that if they became available, we'd go for, but I don't think the solution's adding another star and all this, bro. It's very scary times in South Beach, but yeah, I mean they're similar to the Suns, but without the cap hell, because they're a luxury tax team right now, bro. They need they can't just go and sign some someone from free agency. It's not how it works. So they need to work around it. I think Miami's pride has been depth, and they had none of that this year. So, I think. I
mean, Jaime Hawkes was nice.
Yeah.
But honestly, with the series, injuries did mess you up. But again, you have to. Yeah. Because even if you were fully healthy, this team is just not good enough.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not. It's too much competition
So-
in the NBA. That's why it's like it's not a bad time to suck right now, man. There's a lot of really, really good teams in the NBA.
There is.
We're preparing for the next era where like Boston fall off, Denver fall off, Toronto, San Antonio. We're gonna be competing against the Spurs, you know what I mean? In like in the next era of teams, you know? The next wave.
No. Okay, buddy.
That's
sure.
scary. That's
We
scary.
can be
bro.
delusional.
I'm not delusional.
I'll
That's
give you a
5,
third.
6 years down the line. You're saying next year Warriors win the championship. I'm saying 6 years down the line, bro.
Okay, 6 years. No, 6 years. Okay, no. I thought you meant like.
No, not next season.
I thought you meant like in the next
No,
2
no,
years.
no.
Okay. Next 2 to 3 years. No, but with Boston, I mean, they versus Cleveland, we're obviously going to give our predictions, but they played really good. Bro, Derek White
He's so good.
is the best role
He's the
player
greatest role
you
player
can
of all
have
time, bro.
on your team.
Uh,
Bro, honestly.
I wonder what he would look like as the first. I hate having these conversations because like a lot of the time it is if he was the first option, you know, he gets that attention and then he falls off a little bit. But I just love the like sort of thing where he's the greatest role player of all time. He's just so good at his role.
He's so good. He's so good. He's probably been the third best player
He has.
for the Celtics.
The Boston
this season.
Celtics are missing Porzingis though, which is very
They
very
are.
tough.
He is week to week, so that's going to be taken
Especially
into
against a
account.
big lineup against Cleveland.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately,
Jared Allen's been
they
dealing
should
with
they should. What's it called?
Jared Allen has been dealing with
I know
his
Jared
injuries,
Allen,
you know.
but
And
he's questionable.
he did
before
miss
every game.
game 6 and 7 versus the Magic. Talking about the Magic.
He's
mean-
getting so forced, man.
What?
He's getting so. I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
the
I'll tell you
Magic,
about the
honestly.
Magic. They proved me wrong, bro. I said
They
I
played-
said
they
Cavs
played
in 5, and
Yeah, I think
I
you
was
said Cavs in 6
way
and 5.
off.
Bro,
They were very, very good. I think I really, really underrated how many games you can win with just purely a good defense. Because the way,
Yeah.
bro, they held Cleveland to like that was the lowest scoring series out of all of them. You know what I mean?
you know, for sure, honestly.
And, like-
bro, I wouldn't be surprised if like combine all 7 games,
Yeah.
it was lower than some other series.
Yeah. No, it was probably the lowest. But what's it called? Paolo.
It was-
I underrated Paolo as well. I thought he would like fall off a little bit. He rose to the occasion.
He played really
Franz,
well.
other than
He-
Game 7, he had a pretty good series. And yeah, man, they didn't need to.
It's an
They,
exciting
they
future.
did not need to win this series. Ultimately, they could have caused a shot.
They did not, no.
They will be 100% fine. And add a shooter next year, bro. Pure shooter. Gary Trent Jr. is available. You freaking sign him instantly, bro. And
Klay Thompson's available.
no, you don't go for that. If you want vet presence, sure, but I think you go Gary Trent Jr. He's been in the league long enough to be that. I guess like in a way mentor. He's been in playoff series. You get Gary Trent Jr. He's a more safe option.
And you probably want less money, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Clay's gonna ask for Bear to leave Golden State, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna ask for a bag.
Mm-hmm.
But Cleveland, bro, that was disappointing.
On
Like, I
the
know you won,
shoulders
and-
of Donovan Mitchell right now, and that's what a
bro,
superstar is.
honestly, Donovan Mitchell, I respect him so much. You obviously watch Game 7, but like
Yeah.
that pep talk with like Darius Garland is like, let's go, bro. I need
Yeah,
you. Like,
yeah,
getting
yeah.
you.
That's a leader, bro.
He's
That's a
ahead of the
leader.
game. You know, I respect him so much for that, but he dropped 89 points in Game 6 and 7.
Yeah.
So he has been carrying, you know. So and Darius Garland has not
Yeah,
looked
he is
himself,
not
bro.
very good. But ultimately, new series, so there's a chance to bounce back for him.
Yep. But as for the Magic, I mean, just get a shooter, like
Yeah,
you said.
shooter.
And they played great.
Mhm.
Amazing. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
The next series is... Which one do you want to talk about next? Indiana?
Which was so
Bucks.
sad, man. I
Um,
wish it was health. This is the one I was talking about when it comes to health.
Yeah.
Wish this was a healthy series, but my Pacers pulled it out for me. They done it, and they beat the Milwaukee Bucks in 6. I don't care if there were injuries. Okay, they did it. They did well. Pascal Siakam came out of the gate swinging. I was really impressed with that.
I don't wanna take away from Like, I don't want to take away from their win.
I think
because
I think healthy they win as well because I think matchup wise they're just a better offense overall.
You did have that, but I think for me personally, I do think the Bucks would take it if Giannis was playing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I think defensively, Giannis on Siakam would struggle a little bit more.
Hey man,
you know, matchup wise,
Siakam has proven he just loves playing against the Bucks. He owns Milwaukee, man.
I swear to
He
God,
owns Milwaukee.
2019.
Literally, bro. He owns Milwaukee.
Even before that.
Bro, in regular season as well, he just goes off against him. It's crazy. He owns Bobby Portis, first of all. Bum. So, I don't know what more we have to say about Indiana. It was just a good offensive effort. Milwaukee was healthy. I think they're going to run it back no matter what.
TJ McConnell.
He played.
And Obi Toppin in that.
They have underrated depth, you know? Like, offensively, they have very underrated depth.
They're so good. TJ McCollum is...
McCollum?
One of the best bench players. McConnell.
I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on the Pat Bev situation? A couple of things, actually. Throwing the ball. Bro. So he throws the ball into the stands, misses a fan, and hits a poor lady. The fan just lightly, like, chucks it, gives it back to him. He wasn't throwing it at him. He passed it to him. And Pat Bev throws it at him again. And then in the post-game interview, you know, promoting the podcast.
The ESPN
stuff. Whatever, you know.
I mean, that's just childish behavior with the ball. Like, bro, are you really
I'll tell you this.
Like, are you that salty that, like, someone telling you to go Cancun? Like, bro, you know, like, I know you told Steph
you gotta deal with it, bro.
Yours,
like,
and you're not him.
If you're dishing it out, you gotta be able to take it, especially if you're Pat Bev, man. Like...
Exactly,
bro.
Like
if it's like who's a nice guy, man. Like if Steven Adams is being like heckled, you know what I mean, and he loses his control, then I get it because Steven Adams is a nice guy, man. He doesn't deserve that. Pat Bev is a known one of the biggest trash talkers in the league, so I don't know.
Literally,
I mean, I'll tell you this about like I completely what's it called? I think the throwing the ball thing that was 100% wrong. With the ESPN thing, I'll tell you this. I mean. Fair play trying to get his podcast promotion. And he ended up doing it. I would have done the same. But I'll tell you, it was very weird. It was very weird. And you should know, man, the freaking...
It was kind of stupid.
These ESPN reporters, they ride and die for each other, bro. So he's getting a lot of negative PR. It's just, what are you doing, bro? You just lost, man. Yeah. If he did that after a win or something, it would have been like, everyone would have been laughing or whatever. But he did after a loss, so of course people are going to say.
No, but like, it's stupid, bro. Like, you're making millions in the NBA. Why do you care about one subscriber?
Yeah,
like, bro,
I don't know.
Like, you know?
Very
it's just
odd.
foolishness, you know?
But yeah.
The next series.
The best series.
I want to save... No, don't we have one more?
No, that's the only one left, bro.
No, we have two. We have... Oh, yes.
There's only one left.
The best for last. My favorite series.
Yeah, I left this last
Knicks
on purpose, bro.
Versus Sixers. Bro, I loved it. This series was
oh my God.
a nail biter every single time.
Like, genuinely every single game.
No, literally, yeah.
Bro, like, I don't know.
Did you see the...
I don't know how to review it, bro. Because, like, genuinely, I could spend an entire episode talking about every single game individually. Like, it was ridiculous. I wish I feel like I'm saying this so much. I wish
the final stats for this series was Knicks win by one.
Yeah, 1
which is crazy.
Which is just nuts. Especially because they won 4-2. I think it just came down to the end of game execution, man. And Embiid was playing unhealthy. He didn't have good fourth quarters in the series. Maxey carried. Yeah. I'll tell you this though, this is different from previous Sixers eliminations. I have a lot more hope for them next year than like I did last year, you know what I mean? Because I love Maxey as that second option. This is the first time I think Joel Embiid had like genuine help with him, you know what I mean? And I mean, we can blame Tobias Harris. If it wasn't for
Maxey, there is no game.
Yeah, we can blame Tobias Harris, but I think if you can make a case that if Embiid was healthy, they would have won, then you know you live with that. I think you just run it back next year, maybe a little bit more depth. I think maybe like flip Tobias Harris for a better wing. Like maybe you do it, but I don't mind running it back with this team.
I saw some people saying that it's time to trade Joel Embiid and trade around Tyrese Maxey.
This is not the year to do it. I think you do it.
I would say if next year you fail, then you do.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to give this core a chance to like go at it. You know what I mean?
Kelly Oubre was nice.
Kelly Oubre is so good. He had a great season, man. Kyle Lowry brought what he was supposed to. I think Miami made a mistake letting him go, man. You need a player like that to win championships. Like,
they didn't win the championship.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he had a great impact, man. Kyle Lowry had a good series. I was proud of him.
No, he played sick with the Sixers.
Yeah.
But Joel Embiid was just non-existent in the fourth quarter and looked like fatigue got to him.
Yeah.
But shout out to him because he
played with one
injuries.
side of his face paralyzed or something. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was dope. But bro, I was hoping a Game 7 because this series honestly was so
Jalen
nice.
Brunson.
Definitely the best series.
That Villanova 3, man. They don't play, bro. I'll tell you.
Did you see the?
You know who's gonna get a goddamn payday this offseason? Isaiah Hartenstein, bro. That guy.
Yeah,
New York are going to have to pay him to keep him because there are going to be a lot of teams that want him.
He's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a huge playoffs. But I love this Knicks team, man. You know,
they're exciting, bro. They're exciting.
They're defensively. They have the offense. Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart. He played phenomenal.
I have a question for you.
You know,
and this I talked about this with one of my friends. Do you think? I actually agree with this, by the way. But do you think the New York Knicks are better right now because Julius Randle is out? I'll spoil it for you. I think that is the case.
I think it is. I think if Julius Randle comes
Have you seen his playoff stats?
Yeah, Julius Randle sucks.
It's not very good. And I said at the start of the year I'd give him one more chance, and if he sucks then I trade him. But man, I think they're low-key doing better without him, bro. I hate to say it because he had a great regular season, but I mean they've been playing very, very good. And I think next year what if you decide to trade? That would be messed up because of the surgery. And New York does love him, but I don't know, man. Maybe you explore it.
Maybe you do. If Zion's on,
because that's a massive contract, man. You can get a good player for that.
Yeah, you definitely could. But yeah, this series is definitely my favorite one.
Yeah.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the second round.
Round 2 preview. You want us?
Which where do you want to start with the West?
Yeah. Start with the West again. OKC, Dallas. Okay. Who do you have?
I have Dallas.
You have Dallas. A lot of people have Dallas.
But it's going to be a good series. Like you mentioned.
It's really interesting how everybody just like disregards. If you take age out of the equation, no one has a reason for Dallas beating OKC.
No, that's a fair point. For me, this might be a bit biased, but I just think the way Kyrie Irving showed out and the way he's been playing, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, you know, the way Chet played against JV, I think it's gonna be a bit harder. With Daniel
that is a
Gafford
key matchup. If Chet Holmgren versus Daniel Gafford, because in the regular season, Daniel Gafford in the one game they played. I know it's one game sample size, it's nothing big, but they play one game, blew out OKC, and Daniel Gafford completely owned Chet Holmgren. So it's going to be interesting. That size. At times in the Pelicans series, near the start, when the Pelicans had close games, they had to put on Jalen Williams from Arkansas, J. Will, to guard JV. You know what I mean?
JV,
just because he's a bigger body. So it's going to be interesting. I think ultimately, OKC, and the reason I'm picking them in 7 is because I think if you took age is the only thing that would make me sway, you know what I mean? And I think I can't find any basketball reason that OKC lose to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. No,
the depth, bro. Their depth is very underrated.
Yeah, their depth
incredibly underrated.
You've been great. That's a great
point.
I'm not disregarding what you said for OKC winning, because yes, age is one of the only factors, but the way Kyrie Irving's been locked in defensively, he's averaging 1.8 steals, you know. I'm interested to see if he's the one guarding Shea,
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
ultimately,
Who do
I
they
would love to
put?
see this team win.
It's so
Right?
so crazy. Because
So-
who are they putting PJ Washington on J-Dub? Like
Probably, yeah.
they don't. They had
You
to
put
put
there.
Trey Murphy on J-Dub, and that did not go very well. And Trey Murphy's actually a decent defender. So this
So I think you put PJ, you put
you're putting
Luca on.
J-Dub on Kyrie, but then Shea has to guard a bigger player. They might.
Yeah.
They're probably just gonna put J-Dub on like PJ, even though he's a very good defender, just because of matchups, man.
I mean, yeah. Let's see. I mean, and then they probably who's OKC's 2?
Okay, so Giddy.
Oh, Giddy. Yeah, I think you put Derrick Jones Jr. on like.
Yeah, you put your worst defender on
Giddy?
Giddy. Even though Giddy had a good series,
And then you
Giddy
put
had a very
Luka.
good series.
He did, yeah. He played really
Yeah.
good. But like, I know what you mean. Shea was not like, oh wow,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And that's
That's why I'm saying. I don't know, man. It's gonna go to 7. It's gonna be a crazy series. I'm very, very excited.
I'm
for
so
it.
hyped for this
I'm
series,
very,
bro.
very excited.
I'm
for it.
so
It's one of my
hyped.
favorite series.
It's-
Both
bro,
Western
Kyrie
Conference
Irving?
series are crazy, bro. They're so
Bro,
good.
they're so nice, so nice. Minnesota, Denver.
I hate it because I don't know, bro. I didn't even
Bro,
prepare
this
any
is so
predictions
tough.
beforehand because I genuinely have no idea.
For me, I know we have that spreadsheet
Yeah.
that Denver. You know, I chose Denver to win, but like
Bro,
again, my heart's telling me that Minnesota's gonna.
breaking
do it.
news
My heart's
that
telling
isn't
me.
very breaking. Victor Wembanyama just won the Rookie of the Year award. Shocker. Anyways, my heart.
Woj bomb.
Yeah.
Woj bomb during the thing.
My heart is telling me that Minnesota are winners. My brain is telling me Denver. And I have to trust my brain, bro. Like, just, they're too well put together. I don't think they lose in the second round, but man, Minnesota, bro. They're just playing such elite basketball right
and
now.
I don't want to like take away because they're up 1-0, but during that game I told you Minnesota's beating Denver.
Genuinely.
Remember that?
Bro, that's a massive. They
I-
beat Denver away from home.
In Denver
That's
in game 1.
huge.
So that's huge already, you know? So
Yeah, man,
I honestly
I don't
do
know,
think
bro.
the way Gobert's impressed me with playing.
Congrats to Gobert, by
you
the
know?
way. People rumored, he was questionable today because of personal reasons. People rumored that he had a child. So there we go. A player had a baby on their team. So it's, I mean, to be fair though,
It's over.
OKC Shea had his kid as well. So
Shea, right? Yeah, I was
that
just gonna say.
matchup's gonna be crazy in the Western Conference Finals. So, but no, I'm going Denver.
Shit, I should have taken OKC.
It's gonna be Denver. It's gonna be Denver OKC. That is my final prediction. I'm going Denver.
For me, I think Minnesota, Dallas.
Yeah, damn. We have opposites. I like that.
Yeah, we have opposites.
I like that. I like it. That's crazy though.
Heading to on the east side.
Boston, Cleveland. Bro, the East is so dead. I'm so sorry.
But like yo, Porzingis is out, you know. So I think I would have
they're
to
losing
give
him.
my prediction for Cleveland to lose in 6 games.
Yeah. Yo, hot take. They're both losing in 4. I'll tell you. Like, we're gonna go to Indiana and New York in a little bit, and I'll explain why that's such a landslide of a series. Bro, Cleveland genuinely have 0 scoring options other than Donovan Mitchell right now. It is
Yeah,
embarrassing.
Donovan Mitchell is literally carrying.
And
I honestly, I'd probably take Celtics in 5.
yeah, you know what? I'll give Cleveland a game.
I think Donovan Mitchell's gonna take a game.
I'll give
a game or
Cleveland
2.
I'll give them Cleveland 1 game.
And like yo, I know you hate Evan Mobley, but he was great in that game 7.
Yes, he was great defensively, brother. He has
offensively, he has
genuinely. He's a negative on the
the worst
offensive
bag.
end. He is so bad offense, and
I honestly
he
think I have a bigger
played
bag than him.
way worse than when Jared Allen went out. By the way, so that's proof that this guy is literally just a. I don't even want to get into Evan Mobley right now. Why he's overrated as hell, but they will learn soon enough. Okay, they will learn soon enough. Congrats on beating the Orlando Magic in 7 games, Cleveland. Welcome to Cancun soon. I'll be booking your tickets for you. Indiana, New York.
I mean, I have the Knicks winning. I mean, I'm excited for this series. I know you and I
I
talked
have
about
Knicks
this.
in 4, bro. And I'll tell you why. Brother, So how Indiana Milwaukee worked, right? It was
Yeah.
great offense versus better offense. Bad defense versus bad defense.
Versus bad defense.
The gap offensively was bigger for Indiana. With this one, it is great offense and terrible defense versus insane defense,
great defense,
and good offense.
Decent offense.
And good offense. You have Jalen Brunson. They're losing in 4.
Yeah. And honestly,
unless they miraculously learn how to guard a lineup and not give up like 150 points per game, they're not winning a single game this series. Unless Halliburton goes off for 50.
I would give them one game.
They're not winning a game.
I'd give them one game.
OG versus Siakam as a Raptor fan. We're getting one of them.
I know.
We're getting one of them in the conference
finals. Yes, sir.
That's fun, though. That's fun. And exciting.
That's hype.
I feel like they're just going to trade stinkers. They're just going to, like, guard each other crazy.
Who?
OG and Siakam. I feel like they're just going to trade stinkers. Like, back-to-back games. They're going to guard each other. And it's going to be wild.
Probably. I think it will. But with this one, Jalen Brunson struggled at the start of last series because he saw so many big bodies. Against the Pacers, there isn't that. And if he could drop 40 against Philly, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he averages.
If he averages 40 in this.
You know?
He beat the allegations, bro. With a 1A, he can't be a 1A. Get the hell out. He's a friggin' bona fide superstar.
Jalen Brunson's so good.
He is so good.
Imagine a New York.
And he's entertaining, man. And he's entertaining as hell, bro. He's so fun to watch.
Bro. Do you see that? Do you see when he scored? I saw someone say he looked up in the Philly crowd.
Yeah, for the Villanova. That's cold, bro. That's cold.
That's cold, bro. Yeah. He's so bad, bro.
I mean, shout out Josh Hart as well. Sick. Like, elite. When you talk elite role players, you talk Bruce Brown last year. You talk Josh Hart this year. And you talk Derek White this year, bro. Like, those are elite role players.
For real. Derek White's got to take account for that.
Yeah.
But
with that being said, that is our preview. That is our review and our preview. And
yeah, wow.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get this out after I think the Wolves game 2 and the Knicks game 1. So you know, we made good time.
Imagine Knicks lose game 1.
Yeah, I'm already done.
Yo, I can't lie though. I'm hyped for the conference finals of the East.
The East.
Hyped. Celtics not Knicks. Bro,
conference finals. I thought you meant the conference semifinals. I'm like, I don't care about these series.
Conference finals. I already know who's ready, bro.
That is a fun series.
My
both conference finals, bro. Imagine OKC Denver, Boston New York.
No.
My God. Or Dallas Minnesota. I don't care.
Bucks.
The playoffs are here.
Bucks in New York. Yeah, bro. I'm so hyped.
Let's go.
And bro, I think not one. Well, I guess for the first time in like years, I don't have a team that I'm actually supporting.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, same, bro. Honestly, I don't really mind. I just don't want. I have teams that I don't want to win. I have teams that I don't want OKC to win. But
really,
I think if you like gun to my head and forced me to pick a team, I think it would be really cool to see New York win. Like I just love their team.
Yeah.
I'd love to see OG win a ring where he's playing. Yeah. Yeah, I root for Raptors beyond everybody. OKC's a fun young team. I like watching them play.
No, New York's sick.
I want them to stay in. I do want OKC to stay in so that I can see them in the conference finals. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But ultimately,
I think,
bro, I just want good basketball.
The only team,
I just want good basketball, and I want Boston and Cleveland to get eliminated. That's it.
That's the thing, bro. Like I have no stakes when watching this. I'm like, okay, let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's go. I want a game 7. I think the only team I wouldn't want to win is Denver Nuggets, just because they won last year and I want to see a new champion.
I
want to see a new champion.
Bro, but it's like when I'm enjoying basketball, appreciating dynasties.
If I'm nitpicking, if I'm nitpicking, if I would help, you know.
Yeah, and for selfish reasons, we want Jamal Murray to play in Paris 2024. Best backcourt in the entire world, right there, baby. Let's go.
Do you actually think we're winning?
I genuinely think we have hope. That American team, American team has too many people that need the ball in their hands. Don't have enough role play. Yeah. I might get hate for this. I think they should have picked up Josh Hart instead of one of their other scoring options. I'm being dead serious. They need role players.
I see where
They
you're
need
coming
role
from. I
players.
see
You
where
can't
you're
have that
coming
many like number one options on that team, bro. We have a very,
I
very
agree.
balanced
from. I
roster,
guess we'll see.
and we're ready to cook. Just wait and see.
But let's wait for the Olympics.
Yeah.
We'll talk Olympics after NBA playoffs. But thank you all for watching. Obviously, check out the socials. Any final words, Yusuf?
Let's go, baby. Knicks in 4.
Peace out.